The name Jack the Ripper evokes a chilling sense of dread, even after more than a century. His reign of terror in London's East End in 1888 left an indelible mark, inspiring countless books, films, and theories. But who was Jack the Ripper? For generations this question has remained unanswered, a macabre puzzle that has baffled even the most seasoned investigators. The Whitechapel murders stand as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of innocence in the face of pure evil. The Ripper's victims, all women, were brutally slain, their lives cut short in the most horrific manner imaginable. The Ripper's ability to evade capture only added to his mystique, transforming him into a near-mythical figure. The year 1888 dawned like any other in London's East End. Life in Whitechapel was a struggle for survival, marked by poverty, overcrowding, and a constant battle against the elements. But amidst the daily grind, a darkness was brewing, one that would soon plunge the neighborhood into an abyss of fear. The first whispers of unease began in August, with the discovery of Mary Ann Nichols' body on Bucks Row. Her throat had been slashed, her body bearing the unmistakable marks of a frenzied attack. As days turned into weeks, the body count grew, each victim meeting the same gruesome end. The police, under immense pressure to apprehend the culprit, launched a massive manhunt, but the Ripper seemed to vanish into thin air after each gruesome act. The passage of time did little to diminish the shadow cast by Jack the Ripper. Theories abounded, implicating everyone from members of the royal family to impoverished immigrants. Amateur sleuths and seasoned investigators alike pored over the scant evidence, desperate to unmask the monster who had terrorized Whitechapel. Books were written, documentaries filmed, and yet, the Ripper's true identity remained elusive. Some argued that the killer was a skilled surgeon, given the precision of the mutilations inflicted on the victims. Others pointed to the Ripper's knowledge of human anatomy, suggesting a background in medicine or butchery. The Ripper's ability to evade capture despite the massive manhunt and public outcry only added to the enigma. The quest to unmask Jack the Ripper has captivated historians, criminologists, and armchair detectives for generations. The mystery of the Whitechapel murders has persisted through the ages, with countless theories and suspects proposed, yet the true identity of the Ripper has remained elusive. In 2014, however, a breakthrough emerged from a most unexpected source. This revelation promised to shed new light on the century-old enigma and reignited public interest in the case. Russell Edwards, a businessman and self-proclaimed armchair detective, embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the Whitechapel murders. With a fervent passion for history and a keen investigative mind, Edwards dedicated himself to solving one of the most infamous mysteries in criminal history. Driven by a passion for history and a desire to bring closure to the victims' families, Edwards immersed himself in the case, meticulously studying historical documents, police reports, and witness testimonies. He spent countless hours poring over every detail, hoping to find the missing piece of the puzzle that had eluded so many before him. His relentless pursuit of the truth led him to a crucial piece of evidence, a silk shawl, said to have been found next to the body of Catherine Eddowes, one of the Ripper's victims. This shawl, with its mysterious origins and potential secrets, became the focal point of Edwards' investigation. The shawl, passed down through generations of a police officer's family, had never been washed and was believed to contain vital clues that could finally crack the case wide open. Its preservation over the years meant that it might still hold DNA evidence, a tantalizing prospect for any investigator. Edwards, convinced that the shawl held the key to unlocking the mystery, purchased it at an auction and set out to have it forensically examined. He believed that modern science could succeed where traditional methods had failed, and he was determined to see the investigation through to its conclusion. In the annals of criminal history, few objects hold the same allure as those directly linked to infamous crimes. Such is the case with the silk shawl that emerged from the shadows of obscurity, purportedly a relic of the Jack the Ripper murders. Passed down through generations of a police officer's family, the shawl, said to have been recovered from the murder scene of Catherine Eddowes, became a tangible link to the horrors of 1888. Its very existence sent ripples through the world of ripperology, reigniting the debate surrounding the killer's identity and the possibility of finally solving the case. The shawl's journey from the gas-lit streets of Whitechapel to the auction block, where it caught Russell Edwards' eye, is a testament to the enduring fascination with the Ripper case. Its presence ignited a firestorm of speculation and debate, with some hailing it as the long-sought-after smoking gun, while others dismissed it as a morbid curiosity. The advent of DNA analysis revolutionized forensic science, offering an unprecedented ability to link suspects to crime scenes with remarkable accuracy. This breakthrough has not only transformed modern investigations but also opened new avenues for solving historical mysteries that have long baffled experts. In the case of the Jack the Ripper murders, where physical evidence was scarce and eyewitness accounts often unreliable, the potential of DNA technology to unlock the secrets of the past was tantalizing. The infamous killings in the foggy streets of late 19th century London left a trail of fear and speculation, but little concrete evidence to identify the perpetrator. Russell Edwards, armed with the silk shawl believed to have belonged to Catherine Eddowes, turned to Dr. Jari Luolainen, a renowned expert in genetic genealogy, to unlock its secrets. Edwards had acquired the shawl at an auction, convinced that it held the key to solving one of history's most notorious cold cases. The shawl, having never been washed, was a potential treasure trove of genetic material, holding the promise of revealing the killer's identity after more than a century. The stains and fibers on the fabric were meticulously preserved, offering a unique opportunity to extract DNA that could link the past to the present. Dr. Luolainen's analysis focused on extracting DNA samples from the shawl, a delicate and painstaking process given the age and fragility of the fabric. Each step required precision and care to avoid contaminating the samples, ensuring that the genetic material remained intact for accurate testing. He employed cutting-edge techniques to isolate and amplify minute traces of genetic material, hoping to find a match that would lead him to the Ripper. The use of advanced DNA sequencing technology allowed for the identification of even the smallest genetic markers, providing a clearer picture of the individuals who had come into contact with the shawl. DNA profiles extracted from the shawl matched those of descendants of both Catherine Eddowes and Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant who had been a prime suspect in the Ripper investigation at the time. This groundbreaking discovery brought new hope to solving the century-old mystery, potentially unmasking the identity of one of history's most elusive killers. The name Aaron Kosminski had long been whispered in hushed tones in the annals of Ripperology. A Polish immigrant residing in Whitechapel at the time of the murders, Kosminski fit the profile of the killer in many ways. He was known to harbor a deep hatred for women, particularly prostitutes, and his mental state had deteriorated to the point where he was committed to an asylum in 1891. Contemporary police reports described him as exhibiting homicidal tendencies, further fueling suspicions that he was the elusive Jack the Ripper. However, despite being considered a prime suspect, Kosminski was never formally charged with the murders. The DNA evidence extracted from the silk shawl breathed new life into the case against Kosminski, placing him squarely at the center of the investigation once more. For over a century, the families of Jack the Ripper's victims have lived with the agonizing uncertainty surrounding their loved ones' deaths. The lack of closure, the knowledge that the perpetrator of such heinous acts was never brought to justice, has cast a long shadow over generations. Karen Miller, a descendant of Catherine Eddowes, has emerged as a vocal advocate for the victims, dedicating herself to ensuring that their stories are not forgotten. Miller, along with other descendants, has been instrumental in pushing for a formal inquest into the murders, hoping that the weight of legal proceedings will finally bring the case to a close. They argue that the DNA evidence linking Aaron Kosminski to the shawl found at the crime scene is compelling enough to warrant a thorough investigation and a formal declaration of his guilt. Their unwavering pursuit of the truth is a testament to the enduring power of memory and the importance of seeking justice, no matter how much time has passed. The mystery of Jack the Ripper continues to fascinate and horrify in equal measure. The enigmatic figure shrouded in the mists of Victorian London has become a symbol of fear and intrigue. The gruesome nature of the crimes, the killer's audacity, and his ability to vanish into thin air have captivated the public imagination for over a century. Each detail, each theory adds another layer to the chilling narrative. While the DNA evidence linking Aaron Kosminski to the murder of Catherine Eddowes provides a tantalizing lead, it is important to acknowledge that the case is far from closed. The scientific advancements offer hope, but also bring new questions. skeptics rightly point out that DNA evidence, while powerful, is not infallible. The complexities of forensic science mean that results can be open to interpretation and debate. The possibility of contamination, degradation over time, and the limitations of interpreting historical samples cannot be ignored. These factors add layers of uncertainty to the findings. Despite these caveats, the DNA evidence, coupled with Kosminski's profile and his presence in Whitechapel at the time of the murders, paints a compelling, if circumstantial, case against him. The convergence of these elements creates a narrative that is hard to dismiss. The quest to definitively unmask Jack the Ripper may never truly end. Each new piece of evidence, each new theory, keeps the investigation alive and the mystery burning. However, the journey to uncover the truth has shed light on the lives of the victims, giving them a voice and ensuring that their stories are not forgotten. In the shadow of doubt, there remains a glimmer of closure, a testament to the enduring human quest for understanding.